Welcome back, everyone. Hello. A good time of the day, whatever you are. We're in for another Werewolf Wednesday, coming back with our Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle, Shadows over Kempten. Last session, well, first of all, to clarify, apologies for last week, which we did not have a session because the Weaver took my internet away. And the technical problems are going to be the curse for this entire game, I guess, but we're here today, and that's already huge. And to recap, last session was mainly a roleplay session, but after talking about incredibly crucial, important, and world-changing subjects that added to everyone's life experience,
we talked about fucking.
Took away from our life expectancy.
as well, win some, lose some. Never, you know. They finally planned out their assault on the supposedly tainted pharmacies that are spreading around Kempten, divided their groups, and now, today, are ready to take it head on. And with all that said, let's return to a quiet little town. Let me skip a few minutes ahead. This might be... Actually, before I put this one. So, before we actually move into the... I guess we can call it a raid of sorts. You're all gathering outside of the Rat King, the Werewolf Inn that's hidden away within Kempten. You're all preparing, divided in your three little groups. Karina, Julian, and Hugin together. Also already assuming everyone is back in their Homid forms, because now you're going to be out in town. So don't remember to change your sheet.
Ah, shit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Just checked in. I am in Hamid form, which, okay, yeah, no surprise there.
Makes sense.
And if anyone has anything they want to go over before we get into the actual scenes, this is your time. Any further talks you need to have, or any particular scenes, the stage is yours.
First of all, just out of character, could you remind me of the roles that we were going to take within each group? Because I can't quite remember what.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
did you note down how we're gonna get separated soon?
I mean, the teams, yes.
yes,
The
we did.
roles
Yeah, the
are up
team.
to you when basically you're there,
Okay,
whichever you think. You've discussed it, but you didn't necessarily define that you were going to have roles. You were more going over like, oh, Rafa can read, but can also like punch stuff. Claus is good at like sniffing around and also stealth. Like, Alex can talk and all of that, like, you were going over those things. So it's really up to you guys. So if you feel like you need to talk that over again, yeah, this is a good moment to plan.
Personally, I'm good.
Yeah, if I know
that
what
front.
team I'm in.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
We can figure it out in the teams, I think. We'll get there.
And to be fair, you still don't know the situation in the pharmacies as well, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, we as a group do have the advantage from our pack totem that we can basically give each other like signals if shit hits the fan, you know?
Yeah, you can just
Yeah,
talk mentally, no matter the distance.
Having the Wi-Fi.
I was about to ask, is there a range on that, but apparently no.
Yeah,
No.
there's not really much range. I think that the limitations are set by the storyteller as to what degree of information that we can share with one another.
Oh, that's fascinating.
because the description of this ability is specifically vague. So at home tables, I'll have people that are straight up sending each other visual information and like painting targets on like different things and shit like that. But
Wow.
then at other tables, it's very just straightforward, like just sending mental messages to each other.
Yeah, Lee, I need to know if I can send visual information. It's for normal reasons.
Well, instead of me just
That's
telling you,
terrifying.
Arai, why don't you ask the patron?
I'm not gonna ask the patron if I can send my packmates dick pic.
You know what? No, yeah.
I experimentally think of a cake. I experimentally think of a Black Forest cake.
Black Forest cake. Ah.
I'll say like this. Range is going to be very. We're going vague with that. There's technically no distance, but I'm going to account for that if, say, some of you are on the material plane and some are going way too deep in the Umbra. That might cause interference. Whatever becomes appropriate for the story, but I am not the sort of person to purposely fuck with you and use the story as an excuse. As always, I try to be reasonable and fair.
Well,
All
right
right,
now,
So,
like,
like, impossibly long distances, especially if they're on two different realms, or like if there is any very strong spiritual currents that would interfere with it, yeah, you're pretty much limitless. That
So,
said,
I'm
you
gonna say
exchange conversations mentally. If you try and think of impressions like, oh, I'm trying to visualize a Black Forest cake, at best you will communicate, your packmates will know that you're thinking about Black Forest cake, but they won't see that image. So you can't tag people, targets, like in a video game, for each other.
now I have to imagine
Yeah,
like it's fucking.
So
It's
everybody
fucking.
can see my. Everybody can hear my mental playlist of songs that you.
Oh god.
Oh,
God, yeah.
All the
Pack
emo
link is
shit is
just-
coming through.
It's the same radio commercial on loop currently.
Yeah, it's just constant songs and commercials and
It's just
random
the Andy
thoughts
Griffith
said over
theme
and
song
over
on
again.
loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I realized I can rickroll the entire pack
Oh,
don't
no.
any
do
time
that.
of the day.
It is technically
That's-
the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 86.
Yep.
Oh my
It's
god,
86?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it's 83. Damn, I'm in the wrong year.
Get with the
On
time.
back on the game questions, like, who is who's Peppy with right now?
Well, you will go to the mission with Torsten and Alex.
Yes.
Like right now,
right now,
everyone
like,
is
the
on
room.
like the alleyway right in front of the pub. You're not completely separated yet. This is right before you leave for the pharmacies to give you a last chance to talk before you separate.
Okay.
So they're all together right now.
All right.
Here's the
If we're in the
cast.
okay,
See,
the cast
I
which
know
is
what the
mental
pack
thoughts
should be
expressed.
doing, but I don't know if Rotha knows what the pack should be doing.
Sorry, Jacob, you were saying?
Now just like I'll say that Jakob is like in the alleyway, as you said, with Torsten and Alex, smoking a definitely legal substance. As he's like pondering like what's gonna go on, and like he's gonna like take a look at his, well, two of his packmates, and he's generally gonna ask, so do you feel ready for what's gonna go down tonight?
Rotha has probably gone nonverbal for like this entire time, just kind of taking everything in, and she just kind of says, "I want to go home."
Fear.
You know, this seems to be part of what we do for the Sept now.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Gesund.
Gesundheit. Why did I say it with a weird accent?
I don't know.
This seems like just the kind of thing that we do for the Sept now. I don't think we've been ready for a lot of the stuff, but if they think we're ready, then we probably are. Right?
Jakob kind of shrugs and says, I mean, I don't know. I never really thought much about what other people think of me, so I just do
Well,
what I think I can.
What do you think then? Are you ready?
Between a puff, and you can see like Jakob's foot just kind of like jiggling, kind of like this nervous tapping. Think so, yeah.
Well, we're
I
at least
feel
not
like-
gonna be alone.
Yeah. I feel like Alex, you can kind of get this a similar sort of anxiety, but not in the way of like, I'm not ready for this. In a way of like, I'm so ready for this. Like he desperately wants to fix this problem.
Ah,
Yeah, I'd say that Rota is. I wouldn't say that she's anxious, but I'd say that she looks overstimulated.
Hmm.
The loud noises around her make her jump a little bit and look at him. And she's a little conspicuous in the way she's carrying herself. I'd say that if anybody were to speak to her directly, she would like still do her best to be polite because that's what her grandma taught her to do. But I think that otherwise she would be relatively withdrawn and look very thoroughly out of her element.
what is? If I might just ask directly, because it's the only person who hasn't spoken up yet. What does Klaus look like regarding the question? Like,
Oh, just very, very quiet, very silent. Not necessarily in the overstimulated way that that Rota is. Just sort of like frowning, thinking very, very, thinking very hard about what's going to happen, and also just like I don't know what is a pharmacy.
oh,
I guess I'll just figure it out as we go. But
I mean, if you have any questions, there's more than enough people here who know about stuff. If you want to ask them stuff,
yeah, there through the pack link, there's definitely just like mild confusion emanating from Klaus, but is being sort of pushed down. I don't think that it has any idea of how to hide that kind of thing over the pack link.
Also probably just because Klaus is probably the least used to the human form of all of us. I'm really curious. I'd like to imagine Klaus's very I would say unhuman like body language as a human.
very, very disheveled, very not sort of standing still, looking around, and sniffing constantly. Like,
Oh, no.
you may, if you were just a stranger on the street, you might think that it has a cold. Just sort of lightly sniffing the air, or people.
And Klaus,
like that.
It sucks. It has nothing on your wolf senses. You can feel a third of the smells you're used to. The air feels air. There's no nuance. There's very little. You can catch a bit of it, but the scent of rain just overwhelms. It's weird. You can't navigate through your nose.
Very, very kind of bewildered. Maybe like occasionally like raises like a leg and sort of waves it in the air very slightly, and then has to scratch with like a hand instead, and being really confused.
Oh,
That's amazing.
No. The poor thing.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
How are we like time wise? Where are we looking at? What are we looking at here?
It's 3:45 p.m.
3:45 p.m.
By the way, do you have the clock enabled?
Oh, is that real? Oh,
Is
That's
that
game time.
That is real.
I'm sorry. I always implement shit like that in my games as a DM, and then I'm too fucking lazy to use them. Props to you. I think Torsten would then just, as calm and comforting as he can, try to like get the idea through the Wi-Fi, through the mind link. Like, depending on how we want to do this, some of us might be more comfortable doing this in the dead of night, when they don't have to interact with people, and those people might actually benefit from just leaving town for a bit and just kind of recharging, maybe get some quiet time.
I think as a reply, Klaus is saying, I need to see this town first.
Okay, we can probably like go check out where the actual pharmacies are that we have to go to. We could do that as a group, just to take a little walk together, so no one feels left out. If everyone would be up to that.
Jakob is gonna like nod his head and ask, I mean, do we want to have, well, us seen around the place?
I mean, that really depends on the approach, doesn't it? Like, do we... I'm so glad we can talk in our brains when no one has to hear the shit we're saying. Do we want to break in, like, we're just a group of 6 to 9 people staring at each other. Do we want to, like, break in the middle of the night? Do we want to go in there, talk to the people, find out information that way? Because one team, if I remember correctly, is Torsten, Jakob, and Alexander, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mind you, while you can plan whatever you want, two reminders that Alexander is with Claus and Rotha, and very much implied the other team is going now.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know about the others, but when Rota is thinking something, she's also emoting it with her face at the same time.
Oh, that's very... I would steal that.
Definitely
Yeah.
the same with Klaus as well.
I mean, I did that
Oh,
drawing,
That's so
so...
funny. Okay, so B team of NPCs is already going and doing their shit now.
Yeah, like, they're still in the alleyway, but they're going to leave directly for their target.
Okay, so they're on conversation. Okay.
To be fair, if stealth counts for anything, a reminder that it's still raining. It's not downpour, but it's still raining considerably. It's pretty dark, cloudy, grayish.
It's more about the fact that no one is in a pharmacy at night, hopefully, best case. And, like, I don't want... Torsten is very concerned about Rofa and Klaus having to interact with humans.
Wait, at night? Isn't it like 3 p.m.?
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing. That's why I said, hey, do we want to do this now or do we want to wait till night? Basically. Like, do we want to do this now where we will have to talk to people, every group of us? Or do we, in collective, say, like, we're waiting till night till the shops close down and then break in? Or do we want to do both? And get, like, the best amount. But, like, if Team 1 is suspicious, then there's no fucking way we're breaking in anywhere.
Rota, she says, what is stopping us from going in through the back? Will people just simply not notice if we go in that way?
That is... Well, I don't know if they have, like... Not every house has a back entrance.
Also, all of you would know that you can try to enter through the Umbra.
I mean,
Well,
They do
some
in
of
the
us
book.
can.
I've never been to the Umbra on purpose, but I can try. It seems to be a thing that should be in my wheelhouse. That would be a fucking good idea, probably. Just go around back and then go through Funny Spirit World.
If
Especially, yeah.
we do that, that's the way that we'll have to do it, is where I'm out of sight, because my entrance to the Umbra is not as discreet.
Oh,
Well, you don't have to. You can do the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do the distraction.
Okay. I think that Alexander is picking up that Rotha is like vehemently uncomfortable right now, or at the very least like overstimulated, and is kind of like just put. Oh, go ahead.
I don't think that she's like aware of how overstimulated she is, so much as she's just simply responding to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Klaus is going to. Sorry, Van, go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I
that
was just
she's
going
gonna
to-
be like. I've had to think about it, so I think that as she walks along, she has her hands over her ears.
Oh.
Oh, please, Van, please go.
Well, I was just going to ask, like, or I was just trying to put out feelers, is like, is pressure therapy something that Rotha would react positively towards? Like, if Alexander just gave her a good squeeze, would that help?
Well, out of character, I think that when she's overstimulated, that she is more interested in like she gets more wolf-like. So she becomes a lot more irritable and a lot more likely to bite. So in many ways, he becomes a little bit more Klaus-like, if that makes sense. Like she
Sure.
has a disposition that's more like trapped animal.
So
Lena-
no.
So she would be avoiding eye contact. If you have to stop, she'd be fretting. She'd be fidgeting from one foot to the next. She'd be giving like one-word responses to things. And would be seemingly distracted.
Lee, it feels like cheating now that you said like, oh, you can put more stuff in the inventory if you have the time, because we were literally just at my home and I started writing stuff down to just literally use that now, but it's not cheating, right?
No. You can still write that down. That's before the pharmacy, because theoretically you would have the time to get those things before you go there. Is the logic?
No,
Everything given the plan? Okay.
Just if Rofa is like actively like covering its ears and stuff, Thorsten will probably like approach it like, not even approach it, just a mental thing, because you know Thorsten does not want to get bitten even by a hobbit rougher. That still seems scary. But it'd be like,
Yeah, it's not a fun time bite.
Rofa, hey, hi. I'm in your mind again. I don't know if anyone else can hear me. Can everyone hear me when I do this? Or is it just Rofa when I wanted to just be Rofa?
No, you can choose. You can choose.
Okay. This is very annoying. If you wanna hear less, I have stuff for that. If you wanna. I've things you can put in your ear and that dampens out the noise.
She like thinks about this for a moment. She says, "Yeah, that'd be perfect. Actually, thank you."
Because Thorsten definitely, with getting overstimulated, definitely has like earplugs and stuff, and would give Rofa some, with like a pair of earplugs.
Oh, that's really sweet. Okay. All right. So yeah, she'll accept them and she'll like inspect them at first, and because they kind of like, are they the ones that look like little fluffy marshmallows?
I was thinking these weird like The only thing I have on my mind right now is like a beauty blender, like these spongy little things.
Huh.
Yeah. The little orange ones.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, the ones that are cylindrical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they look a little bit like marshmallows.
Yeah.
So, gonna look at you like a little bit confused, and she's gonna like slowly bring it up to her mouth, like questioningly.
Thorsten would, like, as calmly as he can, just kind of direct the movement of the hands towards the ears.
Okay, then she's gonna understand what's going on. She's gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and then she's gonna like work to like shove them in her ears, and she's gonna like look around herself, and then she's gonna look at you, and she's gonna smile.
And then just a
Oh, my
brain.
heart.
Hope that helps.
She smiles and says, "That's much better, thank you."
Thorsten's really happy that he got to be helpful. There's a little wiggle.
And for the next hour, she's probably going to be asking you questions about earplugs.
Why he... Oh, he's not doing that wiggle. He's not starting to work here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fuck off.
That's not even a twerk, that's just like the helicopter booty.
Yeah,
And
well...
I love how incomprehensible this conversation must be for chat.
Don't worry, that's better.
Yes, I never said it didn't.
Yeah, Lee Cat is sending us a gif of a bear that's twerking. Like
That's actually a
FYI.
wolf.
Oh, that's a wolf that's twerking. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I want you to know, Lee, I have that GIF saved on my desktop with just as neat.gif because I want to make my avatar do that fucking...
No, yeah, same. I need to do that sometime. I need to take some time to figure that out. But anyway,
You need to add
Yeah.
that to Twitch.
I will.
if I do, I will.
We need to.
Okay.
All right. So, final considerations. How are we doing this? And does anyone
so-
need to have a talk about anything else?
So this pharmacy, given time to like adjust, Rota would probably want to spend some time watching it, inconspicuously.
Yeah,
Thorsten
that's
is
fine.
also gonna give the information of like, Klaus, a pharmacy is a place where humans buy medicine. They go there when they're sick.
Like a den?
Like a what
Do
now?
they sleep there?
Do they no? No, they just get the medicine there and then take it home.
It's like foraging, but instead of just getting the thing, they have to pay for it.
You don't have to explain this to me. I won't understand.
We will get there. It's
I
a silly
just-
thing humans
okay.
do. At some point. How do? Did Alexander just like explain that too?
Yeah.
Honestly, Alex would know. Helena would definitely have
Alex-
explained that and
Okay.
a little bit of human medicine to Alex.
Yeah. He
To be
has,
fair-
has very strong medicine skills.
Alex hopefully knows the concept of buying shit because I think we
Vaguely.
went to, like, great.
He knows about buying shit, but he doesn't know how to make money. So
Who does? Who does? Honestly?
I'm gonna pose a legitimate question. Considering you have Raven as a patron now, do any of you still understand the concept of paying for something?
I mean, not
I-
anymore. We understand it as a concept that only applies to other people.
You know
Those are
what? That
rules
works.
somebody else has to follow.
I
See,
understand
those
it as a
doesn't
cringe
cost
AA
money.
concept.
See, Rota doesn't talk money. Rota talks tea cakes and tea.
I
Pick something up from the store. I have to pay for that. Don't worry. Brings out a tea cake. Heat one.
let me make it worth your while. Here's one of my favorite fairy tales. You will listen for 20 minutes
Yeah.
now.
So yeah, I think that Rota would spend some time in Hamid, and she would, actually, I take this back. I think she would spend an hour like watching other people.
Yeah. Okay, like on the streets, you mean? Well, all of this is like we're entering the territory
Like
for
watching
when you
people,
go to assault the pharmacy, unless it's a group you want to spend some time as that. But like,
Yeah.
in theory,
Specifically,
like all
she'd
the
be looking-
observation stuff and like spying before entering and all of that are going to be divided into the actual invasion scenes.
I think
Um,
then we can probably start.
Yeah.
Specifically, she'd be looking at how people behave and interact with each other generally. She would be wanting to kind of try to figure out how to be a little bit more conspicuous by acting as the people here do. So she would spend a little bit of time just simply watching people and learning.
Oh no, yeah, fair, but like roles for that are gonna get into later to see if she did. But yeah, you're doing that. That is fine.
Cool. Then yeah, I think that we're en route unless there's any last words that we need to state before we do so.
Yes, since this has all been happening in like our minds.
Yes.
I think before we go, pardon me, sorry. Klaus is going to tug at Torsten's sleeve and lead him further away from the group.
I always forget how small you are. Okay. Just
Oh yeah, that's
You are small.
yeah.
You're half my
Klaus
size.
is like it's like a full 2 feet shorter, right?
Probably, yeah.
Torsten is 7 feet tall.
Yeah, a full 2 feet tall, 2 feet shorter. Yeah. So it yeah. Tugs pulls him aside.
Yeah. He follows without complaining.
No, she says. So, I am given to understand that for humans, you usually begin to have children later. Like this is around the time when you start doing that.
It really depends on the human. Some do it earlier, some do it later. A lot of humans say, "Hey, yeah."
Is that it's just that before it seems to be on your mind, there was a lot of talking about it. So when I was that age, it was on my mind. And if you ever need help finding a mate, you can always talk to me.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm literally clapping and losing my shit.
I will take no offense in the fact that you think I cannot find a mate on my own.
Not that you cannot.
Yeah.
But just if you want help.
Was this incredibly fucking awkward with this because of the conversation we had before, where for some reason the conversation, just for context for anyone who might not have been there last week, the conversation kept going to Torsten talking about potentially having children with Klaus.
Oh no.
It's like, there are a lot. I'm sure there are a lot of potentials out there.
This is a very big conversation. I am not planning right now, and do not have any interest in.
But okay. But then I will ask again in a few years. We should go. And then just leave.
I'm losing my mind. I can't believe this. I love this.
That is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Thank
That
you.
is the best thing that ever happened to me as audience.
Yeah, just goes back. It's like, okay, I'm ready now.
As a witness, that is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Toss this stunt.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm very happy we had that conversation as a group.
Lordy.
Now
Oh,
that everyone's
no.
ready, Jakob is gonna try to be more serious than I, as a player, am capable of right now.
Oh yeah, and
He's-
before I forget, sorry to interrupt you, but before I
Please
forget,
go ahead.
no, because it is towards you, and you see, Jakob, I need you to tell me in no uncertain terms, what is this cigarette this finger smoking that you're just finishing? What is it exactly?
Is this because of what what Klaus would be smelling?
No.
Okay, fair enough. It is, in no uncertain terms, a marijuana cigarette.
Oh, well, to be fair, Klaus, there is one thing that's much stronger than the smell of rain.
Yeah.
But besides that, which would honestly, the one person that wouldn't be bothered by the smell of weed is Klaus. Let's be real.
I mean, at this point, everyone is kind of used to that, I think.
So, interestingly enough,
From Jakob specifically.
in a few sessions, we already discussed what happens when werewolves take substances, and it is true that your regeneration kills out the vibe. Regardless, if you're in a different shape, you regenerate too fast for any substance to affect you, unless it's supernatural or incredibly strong. However, you are on your breed form, and therefore you can still get high. Which means you are.
Under
And
the influence.
what does that mean is, well, it says the effects last for about half an hour, but I will say it will last for the scene unless you change shapes to regenerate that. You will subtract 1 die from any pulls that involve perception, but on the plus side, you do increase all the difficulties for rage rolls.
Honestly,
Which
I
on you-
think that... I
Wait.
honestly genuinely think that is a very good thing to have.
No, for you, this is great, actually. And now that I'm thinking of it, there is a pipeline of Aurum Garou smoking weed because of the rage.
Yeah, there is.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay, lads, this is a really important situation. Let's all get stoned. Hop off the car right now.
Okay, I am now making it a canonical fact that the Sept grows weed.
Perfect.
Oh
They have
god.
a small
yeah.
they have a small plantation, and
They
because it's not only a room, it's ghetto Fenris, so yeah.
They can.
A plantation?
What's even better is that they have Helena now, so they can make honey edibles.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Christ Almighty! This is the best thing ever. This is the best session we've had so far. We're halfway into it.
I don't know, I still think the sex talk just won. I'll just raise the bar too high.
That's true.
To be fair, I also thought that would Klaus solve the riddle by pissing, so you never know.
This game is giving me
Also,
asthma.
just bear
again, I
in mind
swear.
that like this entire conversation is happening while like nobody's talking. Like everybody's looking at each other.
Yeah, they're just looking at each
Standing
other.
around, and the others are just like,
No, yeah, at
Exactly.
some point Julian does ask, you guys okay?
Yeah, I mean, after class after classes talk to Torsten, like it has come back and say like, yes, I'm ready now.
Wait, I want to just have Jakob look at you, Julian, like complete red shot eyes, like, yeah, we're just thinking really hard.
You see Hugin make a face of like, oh, as if he understood, but he makes no sound and refuses to elaborate to his pigmates.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
will drop like one thought in the bot group chat.
No.
What the fuck did I just say? Hot group chat.
Interesting.
If shit hits the fan, I've got my truck parked like around the corner. And
Ooh.
Jakob just like sends a mental image of a. I mean,
You
truck isn't
can-
quite accurate, like
you
a lorry.
can't send images.
I can't send images.
Images,
No.
yeah.
Okay, then I must have misheard something. But like,
All good.
okay, he's just gonna verbally describe like a lorry around where you can find it, la la la.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I don't.
I think Alexander might be the only one that's actually seen Jakob's truck in character.
That is very possible.
I don't know. But I don't think you should be driving right now. I will be honest.
you're still
Why
driving the
not?
truck around town. That's slightly.
Jakob just shrugs in the middle of this nonverbal conversation and says, I've crossed that bridge before.
Well, the bridge crossed you.
Besides, this is in case shit really hits the fan. And if that happens, well, let's just say me having a bit of an altered state is the least of our worries.
I need to mention that Thorsten has stood signed, sealed, delivered wherever Klaus dragged him and has not moved and will not move until someone picks him up. He's scared.
I think at this point, Klaus is getting like restless and fractious, similar in the way that Roto was, like stepping from side to side, like looking around a bit more urgently, just like, we need to go.
Yeah, let's. I think that's a great idea. And then he just like grabs Jakob and Torsten and just starts moving them out, even though he doesn't know where they're going.
Grabs Thorsten by the scruff of his neck.
Wake up, gay boy. We got shit to do.
I will allow it. Don't call me that. Who said that?
That was out of character. That was out of character.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now I just still wanted to know
Shit.
if you said it. I wasn't sure
No,
if it
no,
was
no,
your
no, no.
bug.
Get in,
It
bitch,
was
we're
not
going
me.
shop-
But shit, if I had come up with it, I would have.
Yep.
Which is fair.
You can claim it.
You can claim it.
You're welcome to claim it.
I mean, I won't, because if I would have said it would have been gay. What? Anyway, let us continue.
Alright, so let's divvy things up. Julian, Karina, and Hugin fuck off to whatever their pharmacy is. It's worth mentioning the pharmacies are quite distant from each other, so it will be very difficult for any of you to offer the other support and backup.
Damn.
And yeah, thankfully, lucky you don't need to how to communicate like the other pack because you have the mental link.
Oh, they don't?
Well, not that you know of.
Pussies.
Cowards.
Cowards. Idiots. They should know better.
But they were talking among themselves, so either they don't have it or they don't use it for every conversation.
They don't just stand around and look at each other? Okay. Weird.
I mean, they should. That's what gay people do. I
Oh,
would
for
know.
real. You know, being gay gives you superpowers, right?
Yeah. Klaus, Rotha, and Alexander move to their own respective target, or towards the center of town. It's...
Huh?
Klaus, Rotha, and Wolfgang.
I said, yeah, exactly. It's Wolfren on.
We know what's up. It's okay.
It's the... Wait, what the... Wait, what?
Huh?
Anyway. The pharmacy more towards the center of town, and Torsten, now Alexander, and Jakob. The pharmacy you're hitting is slightly bigger than the other two. It might be the first one that was part of the chain, and might actually be where they have like proper offices. course, each of them will have their smaller one, but this might be like the center of operations, quote unquote.
It's like a proper
Least-
Walgreens instead of the CVS that's inside of another store kind of
Le Mans.
situation.
Sorta. It's bigger, but not by much. Okay, what? Before anything?
Sorry, I'm just gonna hit the bathroom real quick, but do go on ahead.
Oh, no worries. Cause Klaus, Rotha, and Wolfren hit their target, and Rotha, you've been people watching basically for the all this time to try and know how to behave. So let's do. Let's composure if you want to try and convince me. It can be etiquette, to be honest. If you
Okay,
just
I think
wanna look inconspicuous.
Yeah, I think that's valid. My etiquette and my stealth are the exact same, anyways.
Yeah, in the end, doesn't matter that much.
What's my difficulty?
6.
Two successes.
That's good enough. Yeah, you managed to calm your nerves, get the overstimulation under control. The ear things are really helping. And you managed to kinda mimic the other humans, relax the posture a bit, take deep breaths. It works.
Okay. Excellent. She gets momentarily distracted with how well she's doing at this, but it keeps her kind of like just musing to herself with a little weird smile on her face as they go down the sidewalk.
So precious.
So what is your approach?
So let me see. Was there a consensus reached on whether we're doing this after they close?
I guess you're doing it while it's still open.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is let's see. Do I have money? Let me check my thing. I don't think I have money, no. So I'm going to look at my gifts. Am I able to speak with Raven?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Hey, Raven. Are you there?
Of course, I'm always here.
Hi. We have to get into a building. I think it's some kind of apothecary. And how would you do this?
I'll just walk in.
Like through the front?
I guess. Is there a reason you don't want to get through the front?
I think that there's people inside that don't want us to be there.
No, why wouldn't they want you inside?
It's because they might be wormy or something.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. But then you kick their asses, that's what you do.
In the middle of the day.
Oh. Well, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I think there's a back, but also I think that there's people there. I think that what we're looking for right now is proof that it's wormy. I think that that's kind of what we're looking for right now.
Now, that is just my thing. Well, you are my children. If there's one thing you can do is acquire secrets. You tell me, young wolf. How would you invade it? Are you going to trick them to feed you their secrets? Are you gonna pass like a shadow?
I think that I've been watching a lot of people today while we are going over to the pharmacy, and I've been learning how to act like they are. So an idea I had was I could go in the front, like not to fight them right away, but to um, basically see how the people that work there act. See if they act like the other people act. And I can also see how they interact with other people. But also, it looks like everybody that's in there is expected to give them coins. So I worry that they're going to ask me why I'm not there to get things for coins. What would you do?
Lie!
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Lie!
Oh, lie. I'm not very good at that.
God.
Well, trickery is one of the most effective tools.
Yeah. Could you lend me some of that ability?
Of course. You are my children.
That would really help. Thank you. Is there anything I could do for you in trade?
You're already doing it.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, and I'm going to trust you to guide me through this. Thank you, Raven.
Anytime. And Alexander, in his full head of dirty blonde, messy, curly hair, just turns towards the two of you like, so, how are we doing this?
Wolfram.
Smiles big
Fuck.
and like instantly responds, "We're
Fuck.
going to go inside and lie."
He blinks, it's like, okay, that works. Julia does that a lot, yeah.
Oh, I love her so much.
Not the best liar, but I'll trust you.
If you need them to leave, if you need a distraction, I can make them hear something alarming. They might go towards it or away.
Wait, but
You
what,
can strike something.
are we just gonna grab the bottles? Are we going to hit the, what was it they call, the back? Their storage, I think. That's what Julian called it.
I could go and lie in the front while the rest of you go in the back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Umbra.
Oh, we could do that too. So we're going through the Umbra, or are you good at sneaking around Klaus?
Why not both?
Good answer.
I think most of the people in the pharmacy are in the physical world instead of the Umbra, so I should probably go in through physical world.
Oh yes. No. Just me and or Wolfram.
Sounds good. You just gotta
can
make
go
sure
through the
to keep the people in the front distracted.
Why don't you have a fight? Wolfram, you can fight with someone. That is always very distracting.
Why would I fight with someone?
We need to
distract
first
them.
prove that we first need to find proof that they are of the worm.
You can just go fighting humans. We're way stronger than them.
Yeah, just a nip. Just gives them a little nip.
That gets us in trouble.
Poke.
Why not be too discreet?
Whatever. I will wait
Well,
I will wait for
if
you
we
to
could-
tell me when to go in.
If we can find a large enough oven, we could turn them into gingerbread, and then we could possibly give them a small nip. Then
How about we don't nip anyone?
Fine.
Mm.
looks at class and says, "I don't know too many fairy tales that delve into nips. I'm sorry."
I will just say, well, tell me when they are distracted, and I will go through the Umbra. Get the papers that Karina said.
If there are any. We can still get rid of the
Are any?
the
Or
The medicine.
Or yes, that.
How will we know which are the right papers? They explain, but like,
I was just going to take as many as possible.
huh? I'll follow
If they
suit.
look like. Did out of character? Did Karina show us any examples?
No, you don't have any.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, just take as many as possible.
Got it. So let's get to this. So Rotha is just going to walk in and distract people by talking, while the other two go through the penumbra. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's cross the gauntlet. Klaus, make a roll of your gnosis. So in here we get to the fun part, because I am adapting revised rules, regardless of what 20th edition says. You can't just cross into the gauntlet without any reflexive surface, but the difficulty will be one more.
Aren't there, like,
there any,
isn't
like-
it raining?
It is.
Like, aren't there a
Yeah,
ton
are
of
there any
puddles?
puddles?
You can absolutely find one. If you meditate over
Yes.
it, you can use it as a reflexive surface. You see Wolfrin pulling out a small pocket mirror.
Oh.
And considering you would have to step sideways in an alleyway out of view, you would more likely find a puddle there anyway, because there's
Yeah,
definitely places where the water like gathers without disturbance.
Yeah, I think I'll just find a puddle.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you can
like,
roll.
beside the pharmacy.
So you can roll your gnosis difficulty 6. That is the gauntlet here.
Boom! 4 successes.
Well, that is fucking enough. Let me roll his gnosis. Very good, very good. Actually, the amount of successes you get does matter, because it interferes how long it takes to enter the Umbra. But yeah, 4 successes for you, it's instantly. Wolfrin takes about like 5 minutes to cross over, meditating over the mirror. It's like, sorry, never get used to how thicker the gauntlet is in this place. There's no wild in here. Yeah, ready when you are. And as you look around you, it's still raining. It's raining a lot more on this side of the world, actually. Clouds dominate the skies. There's some very light lightning happening. And a lot of loud thunders, luckily, but It's like everything is more alive here, but at the same time, you see a skeletal city. Mainly structures and buildings are kind of dilapidated, as if they've been abandoned. This is a very old town, but this is still a very small town with not much of a strong presence of the Weaver. Although you do see a few strands, a few webs, metallic webs that stand to the sky, coming from the general direction of the bar you were just in, and you can guess why. Still, the things in the city leave a much more faint impression in the Umbra. Some buildings are not complete, and some are even older versions of what they are, including the pharmacy. It doesn't look like the modern, white, stainless steel and glass little building that it's been refurbished into. It's back to brick and to Luxor style. Still looks somewhat like a shop, but you think you can still navigate into what you would still be the same location in the other side of the gauntlet. And you can always speak through the Umbra.
I think I'll lead the way through being very careful, keeping my ears out for anything on this side of the Umbra, because I'm not sure that there should be anything, and so anything that is around will be a little cause for concern.
Absolutely.
So with that, making our way into the pharmacy, which is probably an apothecary at this point in the Umbra, and keeping an eye out. Do I see anything?
Well, roll alertness, and actually you can roll primal urge in wits.
Difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are legally blind.
0 successes.
Yeah, you're a bit lost.
Look wordlessly at Wolfram.
He gently holds around your wrist and tries to guide you through.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't...
It's-
Buildings are strange.
It's fine. I don't like the Umbra here either. I've been getting used to it, but yeah, it's all just sort of wrong, right? Not many trees. There's a few roots taking over buildings, but it's like nature being pushed away.
I can't hear the forest.
Yeah, it's quiet here. Even the rain feels sort of wrong. But hey,
Not too bad.
I've heard that apparently it could be worse. I hear the big human cities are much worse. That
Class shivers.
lady in the basement, eyes across the web, she was telling about Frankfurt. Covered in metallic webs of the Weaver, the skies are covered in cobwebs. Pattern spiders everywhere. I don't think I've ever even seen a Weaver spirit. But, you know, Kempten's not too bad, and the city's still pretty self-sustainable. There's some farms around. Maybe it won't get that bad. If you do our work right, it's not perfect, but can still live alongside nature, just needs a little more forest to it.
Previously today, class has been very, kind of just normal and that kind of thing, and upon hearing about how much worse it can get, I think Wolfram will probably feel classes like hands tense and that kind of thing, and they say, I will make sure it does not get it bad.
That's why we're here for. Speaking of which, he stops at a room. It's mostly empty. The structure, it's back to its old self, but there's barely phantoms of any furniture that was there before. It's very hard to distinguish what this would supposed to be. But there is already something wrong in the air. It's like light is filtered out as you enter this room. The walls seem darkened. There seems to be this weird, dusty mold spreading across the walls, and as you get to investigate this, and as Rotha makes its way inside to distract the people, we will take our break now.
Hooray!
We
Yo-yo.
will... let me just get the other song. We will get back in a bit. Let's take 10, take our bio break, and then we'll resume the pharmacy raid. See you all in a bit.
Big swag money.
Yeah.
See ya.
I cannot wait for how different the approach is going to be from the
You know,
other.
Welcome back.
We're doing it.
So, on the other side of town,
Oh no.
you three stand before the pharmacy. How do you want to approach it?
My guys, how did we want to approach this?
So, we need to get proof that they're doing what we know that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander's doing a hard think, but he doesn't know how to do this. So, yep, one of y'all has to step in and help him.
I mean, they do obviously have some kind of office attached to this. They will at least have documentation. That could be something that we can look through.
Okay.
I think the best course of action is that one or two of us are just gonna go in there and have a lively conversation to distract them, and someone else like tries to sneak in from the back door. Potentially in the other rooms there could also be people. It would be nice to know that. Maybe you should like keep an eye out, see how many people we think are moving inside there at all. You know, do a little scouting.
Peppy's gonna say, I can try distracting them, sure.
You, for some reason, you really seemed like the breaking into something type.
Well, we're not breaking into stuff yet. We're just checking stuff out.
Well, they don't want us to go through the back doors and stuff. Oh, oh no.
I mean, is it wrong for us to just go in and take the stuff that we want?
Yeah.
Jakob shrugs and... Wait, are we having like this whole conversation in the mental group chat, so to speak?
I think so. Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Just the three large men crouched in a bush looking at this pharmacy.
Then Jakob will mentally say, it's only wrong if you get caught.
That is fair. For all we know, this is a shitty organization, and we are not discussing the morality here. It just leaves us.
It is. We don't have any reason to believe that they're not shitty. I mean, they're poisoning people that need medicine.
On the other hand, we are currently talking to through Raven, and I think if I go in there and buy medicine with the bit of money I still have left, Raven would be very disappointed in us.
I mean, you can do it in a cooler way. You hear his voice reverberate.
Okay, what is a cooler way, Raven?
Not paying.
Yeah, we want to steal. Raven, we all want to steal. We just also don't want to get caught. We are all at least 6 feet tall.
Good, that's both our jobs.
Okay, can you make one of us maybe more sneaky about stuff? Is that a thing you can do?
Now, can I? And funnily enough, how does fortune work again? Because I don't have the description.
Fortune?
I think it was like the charm, right?
Yeah, the charm.
I think that, like, by definition, it's the SD's decision, but I'm pretty sure I had something pinned somewhere around here.
Because I thought I had pinned it, but I didn't.
Resources.
I also felt like I pinned it.
It's in the main chat, but I didn't pin it, I guess. I'm just going way back up.
Okay, what's it called? Charm?
It's not in the main core book, though, so...
No,
I found it. I found it.
No.
I found it. Spirits with this charm can affect the fate of an individual for good or ill.
First with bad fortune, the next 3 rows include a 1. Have an additional... basically it allows you to re-roll 3 rows over the course of a story, so... Well, I guess in the sense, if you fail your stealth roll, you can re-roll.
Nice. We will take that.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Raven.
Reminder that's not 3 rolls for each, it's as a group, so.
Absolutely.
As a group, as in the 3 of us, or
The
the
pack.
5 of us?
The
Okay,
pack for
good
the
to know.
story.
Nice.
Very nice.
I mean, first of all, we gotta figure out what exactly we want in there. Because they're probably not gonna have like a package of medicine saying, here's the bad worm stuff. Is one of you like, Alex, you're like good at spirit stuff. Do you think you can feel that out?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't have, out of character, I don't have detect worm.
You don't.
But does worm have like a pretty potent spiritual signature about it?
When
That would be
it's
more intense than just regular medicine would?
When it's incredibly corrupted, yes, but that's why you're stealing the things in the first place. It's less concentrated, it's harder to sniff out.
Harder but not impossible?
You don't have sense the worm.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, even
I will
if
take it
you
at that.
did, it would not be like a... It's not hard and strong evidence. It's more like a GPS, I guess, or a scanner.
Basically, you have to grab quite a...
It's like a Geiger counter.
and it's not every single bottle of medicine, as I said, so the idea is mainly grab as many as you can so that she can investigate if any show traces of having Banes implanted in them.
Oh.
But there are other things that you don't know about that could still be affecting the place, and that sadly you'll only find out once you're actually in there. So you never know if there's, like, Banes out, if there's corruption spreading, if someone's possessed. That could be a thing.
I think I maybe have an idea of how we can get a bunch of medicine without needing to be the most sneaky about it.
Okay.
If that's the way that we want to go.
Oh yeah, and also if possible documents, because through sellers and whatnot, they can also confirm that if in case there is no medicine bottle. Basically, grabbing both the bottles and the papers is like collateral for each other.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about like putting together some first aid kits for all the packs. And maybe if we have like a bunch of medicine for those first aid kits, that would be like, I could say that I'm trying to get it for that, and then we can get a bunch of medicine for that. And maybe even we could get like where they get their medicine from, and then I can get that information.
That they will not give you free medicine just because you need it.
They won't?
No.
Why not?
Because it costs money to produce, and so they want money for it.
Why?
It is. Because sometimes
if you need medicine, you should just get medicine.
Yeah, but humans sadly build a society where sometimes I don't want to be too much of a downer.
I don't understand.
Shitty people don't want poor people to live. And shitty people sometimes are at the top of our food chain. Most of the time. Most of the people up there are shitty.
Or owning pharmacy chains.
Oh, absolutely. If you own a pharmacy company, you should fucking...
Okay.
That's why it's okay for us to steal from them. Absolutely. Especially if they work with some weird fucking worm creature, which I don't fucking know what that even means, but they will not help. That you are an incredibly nice person, and I think that would be a good con to run, because I feel like if you go in there and say I need help with stuff, they will believe you. I just don't know if that will help us. There's multiple things I wish I would have asked while we were still at a person that knows stuff about this. Like, I would have loved to ask if there were security cameras in there for the person who has access to all the security cameras in town.
I mean, you can take a look as well.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna ask, like, Lee, what's like the geographical situation here? Like, we got like a building that's like, as you said, pretty big.
It's bigger than the other. Not pretty big. It's bigger than the other two.
Okay.
We could just brute force it too, depending on if there's surveillance and how many people are in there. Because one of the easiest, if we just want to get a bunch of medicine, one of the easiest ways would probably go in there, restrain whoever is there selling stuff, and then just take what we want and leave.
I mean, if they're bad, I think that's the right way to do it, right?
The person who sells it is possibly not bad, so we should not hurt them. We don't know that.
Okay.
There might be a victim in this too.
There is an alleyway, so it could have a back door.
That is the thing. Oh, they might have a storage room that we could also break into if we actually want to go to the offices. Would the offices be upstairs? Is it visible in
There
like
is no upstairs.
Oh, perfect! That makes shit so much easier.
So we just know it's a ground floor and maybe like a basement. Like,
Yeah.
if we had to guesstimate.
Theoretically, it could have a basement, although it's doubtly. It's not very common. Not for this build.
Okay. In
Yeah,
that case,
fair.
I have a very original idea. I don't think any of the other groups will do this. I think it might be smart to send one person in as the distraction. The other two will like sneak in from the back.
Incredible.
That seems like the smartest thing to do here.
So,
It seems like a
who's
lot
doing
of
what?
work, though. And we could just go in and take the stuff.
Yeah, but then they will see us do that.
I mean, would they?
When we go in where?
What if they don't see us though?
Can you be invisible? Is that a magic you can do? I don't know how the world works anymore. Please tell me.
No, but like, I could try and not be seen when I take the stuff.
Yeah, but they probably have a storage in the back where potentially there's no people. So
Well, if there's no
goes-
people, that sounds like it's way easier to get stuff without being seen.
Yeah, but the thing is, if someone goes in from the front and distracts the potential people who are actually there,
But you said there weren't going to be anybody in the back.
but from the front, oh no. Okay, Alexander, the front and the back are connected in the middle.
Sure.
So,
But if there's nobody in the back, then there's nobody in the back and we won't get caught.
but if someone accidentally makes noise in the back, it would be nicer to already have someone up front who can check on that. And also, like, maybe the people in the front want to go to the back to get something. And if someone is in the front and can keep tabs on that, that might be very useful. So, you know, we can send each other a quick telepathic message of, like, get the fuck out of there.
Oh, I think that makes sense. Alexander's barely following this plan, if I can be so honest with you.
Peppy's gonna chime up like, wait, rehash.
Yeah.
Let's look back at what we're good at.
Mhm.
I can be the big guy going around talking to people, even if they don't want to talk to me. I can also take a look over the records we got going around.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to crash something like, say, the records from a security room, sure, I can do that. That's gonna raise some questions, but like, what the fuck are they gonna look for? Someone just like exploding their security room or whatever? Anyway, that's me.
Okay. I am sneaky. I know how to, like, I can pick a lock. People have told me before that I'm decently likable.
I think you're lovely.
Thank you. And also very confusing to talk to sometimes, so that might be good for a distraction.
I also think that's true.
I'm very sorry. Um, I do not know if we have the looks of like nice people who go to a pharmacy. Alex, you absolutely have that look down. You look like the nicest young man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alex, your expertise here. Are you a
Huh?
good sneaker? Are you a good sneaker?
Yeah.
Can you read?
No.
Okay.
Well, I can read. I can read glyph.
That won't help. Probably. If it helps, then by the fuck, I'm happy you're here because I can't.
Okay.
I think you might be the best person to be in the front then. Talk real
Okay.
nice to people. You had a good story of like, maybe don't talk about like getting medicine for the wolf pack, but be like, hey, I want to get maybe like a bunch of stuff, or something. Just like ask them a bunch of questions.
Okay.
Can you act like you have no idea? You know a lot about medicine, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Maybe confuse them with your knowledge. You're
Okay.
the best fucking person to talk to a pharmacist.
Okay. Thank you.
And then Jakob and I are gonna sneak around the back, try to get into storage and potentially an office, and get as much paperwork and medicine as we can grab. And then when we're done, you send us a telepathic message if anyone goes to the back or there's any weird suspicion. We send you a message when we're out of there, and you can just say thank you very much for your time, for your information, and then leave.
Okay.
Does that sound good to
That
everybody?
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Jakob, does that sound sufficient?
Jakob, he cannot mentally do that, so he just gives a physical thumbs up.
Okay. Then.
So, the two of you in the back and Alexander distracting people at the storefront. Alright. You two go down the alleyway trying to find out where potentially the back door is, which you do right next by the garbage bin.
I think that I will say for the record that before going in, Alex does use his Bruth earring.
Fair. So,
Which
Alex, you enter the pharmacy and it's pretty much empty right now. There are two young-looking clerks at the storefront, at the reception. They're just like chatting to each other since there's not a lot of work to be done right now.
Sorry, I was reading my sheet. Can you please repeat that?
No one at the store, only the two clerks at the reception.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. I think that he just walks straight up to the counter. Like, he doesn't look at any of the things because he can't read it. So he's just going...
The cat being a problem right now.
Classic.
A tired-looking girl puts on her best customer service smile to greet you. You know, the one that's empty inside despite looking polite.
Oh, I've given it many times.
Good evening, sir. Can I be of help?
Hi, yeah. I was hoping to get a large amount of medicine. I'm putting together some first aid kits for some people I work with, and I need a lot of medicine, like bandages and fever killers and antiseptics and antifungal. The works.
Okay.
He's hiding nothing about like his intentions here.
Well, would you say
obviously
it's
he's hiding that
not
he's trying to be a distraction,
subterfuge?
but
Well, it's too subterfuge.
is it subterfuge?
You
I
were
want to make a
lying.
mention.
I mean, he's not. Like that is something that he does want, but like he's just using it as the thing that he's going to talk to these people about.
I want to say that subterfuge isn't necessarily lying
No,
as much
it's
as
trickery.
it is obfuscation of the truth.
Yeah,
But
it's
I also
trickery.
want to
It's the
say,
trickery.
as much as Alexander is not a human, he is very much selling the hello, I'm a person that's wanting to buy something he has no idea about. And I'm loving it.
He sounds
Huh?
like a criminal, actually.
Because he wants to buy antiseptics?
This
A lot of,
fucking like
I
This
want to barge a
cottage
large
core
amount
himbo.
of medicine for the people I work with. There is no way that sounds positive. That is of extreme concern to you as a pharmacist.
I mean,
But-
I just assumed. Okay, fair.
But
bad.
since you're being more earnest than like actually malicious, because I don't even think Alex
Yeah.
is capable of that, it will be subterfuge plus composure, a reminder
Oh,
that
God.
the Raven does give you 3 dots of subterfuge.
Oh shit! Really? Cool.
Let's fucking go!
I fucking need it because otherwise I would only be rolling with 3. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
any of you can pull from pack traits, just only one of you at a time. And Raven gives any of you 3 dots of survival, subterfuge, and enigmas whenever you need it.
Okay.
Nope.
And if I use it now, it's not like I use it and then nobody else gets it for the rest of the
No.
season, correct?
You can
Okay.
use it and it's fine.
Okay, cool.
It's
That
until
is
you
what I
like
would like to do.
relinquish it or the scene ends.
Ah. Wait. Okay. No,
Yeah,
I think
for
I
as long
understand.
as you say I have it, you have it. And if the scene ends
Okay.
or you say that you're stopped using that, stopped using that, then it stops.
Okay. Cool. Then yes, I would like to use it. What's the difficulty I'm rolling at?
That's 7.
Yeah, that seems about right. 4.
Huh.
Saying
Surprisingly,
the most
somehow,
incriminating shit, but he's like, it seems on the level.
surprisingly, they look at each other, they scratch their heads, and they're like, Okay, I guess
Maybe it's like
we-
coming off as second language.
I think we have some mech hits just we might have some on the ready. Okay, shit. Just grab me as she's scrambling around with her coworker. He grabs a pen and a little note. Okay, so let's go over this. What exactly you need, and I will let you roll your medicine and wits to like make this explanation as painful as possible so that they waste as much time as possible trying to understand like the exact items of your order to buy times for your colleagues.
Can I use emergency aid specialty on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Like, you know what you
Difficulty?
need and you're breaking it down to the most unreasonable way to ask for it. Difficulty is it's 6.
6? Awesome. Another 4.
Yeah, this is gonna take a
Nice.
while. In the back,
I think that he gives like the Wi-Fi signal. Go. I got
there
him.
is a locked door.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I know it's not quite. I don't know if Jakob can, like, break into stuff, like do. What is it called? Lockpicking. So if you have a cool thing for that, please go ahead. If not, I have a thing.
ST, I have a question. Does the door look like it would look like or seem like it would have an alarm connected to it?
Nope.
Ooh.
You know, I'm going to be cautious first and actually try to pick the lock. And
Okay.
please excuse the fact that I didn't put the lockpick in my equipment sheet so far.
It's fine. It's fine. You
I
don't
wanted-
need to get
I-
that
We all get
specific.
one.
That's why I said I had a stupid bit. Thorsten has like a hand sewing kit, and I wanted to use the needles from that.
I mean, you could. You absolutely could.
Yo. Okay, now I want to see that. I mean,
He can just give
Wait.
them to you.
yeah. I mean, I have a dot of larceny, so it wouldn't be the worst thing for me to do it.
Oh no, I confused the sheets. It's Thorsten has 2 larceny. Because I
I
have
have two
both
dogs
open.
larceny and good decks.
Yep. Yeah, no, you should do it.
Okay. If the fucking dungeon master says it, then I will roll it.
I mean, you have the most dice, so.
I think
Nice.
that a crochet hook could technically be used to attempt to pick a lock if it's a small enough gauge.
What
did
could
you
be
say?
used?
A crochet hook.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
it can. I'm allowing that regardless. Like,
You can bend needles and
it's fine. So that is a larceny and dexterity.
Nice. May I use my quick speciality?
No.
Well, okay. Is it difficulty 6 though?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very average lock. This is nothing fancy.
Well,
That's enough. You pick the
Nice.
lock. You walk into, well, the back area, the storage area. You see the door, or, well, the archway that leads into the front, and more specifically to behind the counter. There are shelves upon shelves full of all sorts of medical stuff, and there is a door to your right that you assume leads to the staff room / office.
I would like to try something new that I did not talk to you about, and I hope that is fine because I picked up a new gift.
That's fine.
Nice.
exciting.
Because I found a new Bragabash gift that I was like, oh, that's too perfect for the situation not to pick.
Yeah, I already know what you're gonna ask.
I was like, I took it and I was like, oh, I don't know if Thorsten would actually take this, and I deleted it again. And you were like, oh, Raven gives you Enigma, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking take it then, God.
Let's fucking
yeah,
go.
I would like to use Find the Prize.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For you to call upon Raven, Alex has to let go of his.
Well,
I'm
I'm not sure how this would work
It's worth it.
chronologically, but Thorsten can, like, give Alex a mental ping on that, right?
I mean, you're right after his rolls because he did say, like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
So technically he has used it.
Yeah, I'm willing to relinquish it regardless.
Yeah, that's fine then. Alright, so you want to, but be specific, do you want to find both, like, medicine and the papers, or just one of those?
I cannot make that rely on the roll. I guess so.
Because that affects the difficulty.
Okay. In that case, with the 3 dots in Enigma, I have 8 dice for this.
Yep,
Which means I could probably go for the higher difficulty, couldn't I?
you could. And
Would you-
your
would-
specialty does count.
Nice. Would you share with me what the difficulty? Then I'm gonna fucking try and just point us to both.
Difficulty 8.
I will do my best.
You can use willpower.
I believe. Oh yeah, don't forget.
Determined. 8. Oh god, where do I put in the power? Do I just change it on my character?
You just say it, and then you'll do the temporary win after the roll.
Yeah, like, you can just mark 1 box of willpower in your sheet. That's spent.
Oh, yeah. I spend a gnosis. I spend a willpower. I use the 3 Enigma points from Raven.
No, you don't add it to the cheat. You add it as a bonus.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's a plus 3.
I never played this game. Never before. This is my first time here.
Can roll through the gift itself.
Yes.
Difficulty
There,
8, determined, and
there's no bonus.
there is
you
no
know.
place for the bonus. So roll normally through the sheet enigmas and resolve. because then you can
Yes.
add the bonus.
Bonus +3. Resolve. Determined. Difficulty 8. Let's go. Come on.
That's the willpower.
Nice.
Yeah, he
plus
spent.
a
He
willpower.
spent.
I'm
Thank
glad.
the gods.
How the fuck did I botch this? I have 9 dice.
It's
Ah,
a good
yes, the
thing you
classic.
spent willpower, because that would have been dreadful.
That would have sucked ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
Suckage of ass is strong here.
that was way too close.
God doesn't. The Weaver didn't want me to.
Well, you
Also-
got a clue. So
Yeah,
you get one clue with this, with a single success. You know that the more concerning thing, you focus your senses, you feel the noses surging through your body. It's like the world around you changes, your eyes focus on different directions, and your head slowly turns towards the offices. Something tells you that the most significant find for your mission might be in there. Something about it just doesn't sit right with you. There's a tug in your stomach
Okay.
about this
I will-
office.
I will mentally communicate that to Jakob. And say,
All
like,
right.
we should probably head for the office first. Try to find something incriminating, and then on our way back we can still pick up some medicine.
On that note, can Jakob spot any like security cameras or whatever?
Uh,
Not sure if this was addressed earlier, but I figured I'd ask.
Roll for larceny plus wits.
I can do that. Am I gonna
Witty.
spend a willpower on that? I think I will spend a willpower on that.
Nice.
There is a single security camera in the front. And you know that for a fact because there is a single TV with that feed. Right here, where no one is looking. This is 86 in a town in the middle of nowhere. Very few buildings have that sort of equipment. And this only one has it because it's a fancy one.
Thorsten is gonna point at the screen and like mentally give Jakob the message of like, it's a boy. He's doing so well.
Lee, my audio feed was fucking up mostly because like the roll animations plus anything else kind of like interferes.
There's
Did
only a
you repeat
camera.
what you told me?
There's only a camera in the front.
Oh, dope.
Nothing you
So
need to
basically,
worry
the
about.
only person that got recorded was Alexander.
Yeah, with the clerks.
The goodest boy.
All right. Look at the boy. Anyway,
Look at the boy.
Yeah. With that being settled, yeah, Peppy's gonna like head off and go towards the office with Thorsten.
Yes.
Alright, you both... I assume you're still being as stealthy and quiet as possible.
I just wanted to say, like, do we have to mention that specifically, or is it just?
I'm assuming.
Like, we want to be sneaky.
Like, I'm not exactly clapping my hands or my ass cheeks and saying, "Yo, we here,
Yeah.
we out of here."
No, fair.
So, yeah.
You crouch into the office. You slowly open the door, peek inside, and start to walk in. It's pretty spacious. There's quite a lot of cabinets filled with documents. There's a desk on the side that looks kind of like just covered in papers, and you think that's like management corner. This is doubles as the staff room, but it's a very sad one. There's 2 extra tables for people to sit at and eat and whatever. There is a coffee machine. Looks very old and raggedy. And there is someone here, but she's laying on her arms on the desk, apparently sleeping.
Oh no. Okay.
So long as you're quiet, apparently she's asleep. She's like crouching forward, head in her arms. Has her eyes closed, so looks like she's taking a nap in the back.
Yeah. In that case, Thorsten would just, try to sneak over as much as he can and just like take a look over the strewn about papers. Try
How
to
much
look for-
attention do you pay to her?
Probably a lot. It's very nerve-wracking that she's here, and also my thought is like, Thorsten with
Something
the vibe
feels
here.
odd.
I don't like that.
Something feels odd.
How so? Do I just have a gut feeling?
You're looking at her, something just doesn't sit right with you. If you want to try and make any closer observations with, in any sense, like any skills that you would like, you could try.
With how I build Thorsten, my vibe would probably be charisma and empathy, something in that direction.
Jakob, does Jakob wants to look at any other aspects of like, or just in general close look?
Very odd.
Very odd.
No, is Jakob also getting the feeling that something is odd about, like... Is the vibe sus for me, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, around her, like, yeah.
I feel like this is a very dumb thing to do, but Jakob is just gonna, like, straight up walk to her and, like...
No.
Unless Thorsten stops him...
No. I stop you. I already
Okay,
know what
but
you want to do.
just let him finish first.
Yeah, I know, but
You would walk up to her and do what?
His intention is to walk towards her, and if Thorsten wants to stop Jakob from physically interacting with her, I will allow that.
Yeah, that would wake her up.
explain what you want to do, please.
Oh, wait,
What is
shit. I realized we have, like, a mental chat.
Yeah.
But mental check.
You
Talk
gotta
to
talk
me,
about the shit that you want to do.
please.
Okay, yeah.
Because we
sorry.
gotta wrap
I'm not-
up, so.
Okay, fair. Jakob's just gonna mentally say, I don't think she's okay, and if she is, I want to bullshit her into leaving.
Oh god, just because there's something incredible, but
Waking her up seems risky.
yeah. The two confronting powers in me right now are the smart thing to do and the good cliffhanger. That's the confronting power.
Wow.
I will say let's do the empathy roll first.
Yeah, please.
Do empathy
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
wits.
Empathy and wits, I will gladly take.
Pardon me.
I always forget what shrewd means, so I'm just gonna roll.
Not for
And
this
empathy
one. Difficulty is 6.
Nice. Come on, dice. Yay! Wait
Yay!
Thurston, you realize she is sleeping, she is napping, but it's not just an employee tired on the back taking a nap. She's wincing. Her face is one of discomfort and she is sweating. She looks like she's in a feverish sleep. She's twitching a little bit. She is definitely unwell. And as two of our wolves find an empty room covered in black mold before crossing back into the physical world, the other two find a sickly employee at one of the pharmacies, we're gonna end our session here tonight.
Wahoo!
Begin
Cool.
screaming.
Nice. Okay, there's a woman corrupting here. We had to
I-
bring her somewhere.
I'm going to say, you really should have had Alex in the back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's killing it up front. Let's be
I
real.
mean, he is, but you have gifts that, like, instant analyze her.
That's true. Yeah, and you said there's no images, so I can't do it through that. Fuck. Okay.
No,
Frantically writing down my planned monologue.
Oh,
It's gonna
hell
be great.
yes.
That is
Hell
gonna be
yes.
great.
So I don't
Nope.
forget what I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry for taking a bit. We gotta get Alex in the back here. We all know that he's a healer basically. He knows about shit like this. He knows what's wrong.
I mean, one
Or
of you
just
can
take
always
her
just
into the freaking alley. You know,
That is also what I'm thinking. Just fucking
just
take her
abduct
and
this
grab her.
woman.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do
being
that.
kind, guys.
I mean,
we're
you
doing
could,
the right thing. We're
Yeah.
abducting a woman from her workplace.
She is sick, and they are.
We're
probably
abducting an
poisoned her.
unconscious woman from her workplace
I
to give her
can-
back alley medicine.
You know what's
We're
better
the
than
good
bad
guys.
medicine? Back alley medicine.
It's good medicine.
Well,
I
we'll
trust
see.
on it.
Apparently,
It's good
there
medicine
are
from a
very
person who's
weird
almost
things.
never interacted with humans in a positive way. It's fine.
There are very weird things happening at both for sure. And we'll see how that develops, because I can't wait for it. I know what happens.
And we get to have a longer session next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
That's gonna be very useful for what I assume is going to unfold.
Longer session?
Yeah.
Like, as in...
Yeah. As in, my stay is extended because my therapist will be out of town.
So we'll do our best to
Ah.
start on time next time and take the most out of it. Because I
Yeah.
really want to develop this little mystery here a little bit more. Like, with extra time, we can do it in a much better pace.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
as usual, I would like to first of all thank all of my lovely players for being here, for the incredible characters and session we had today. And thank all of our lovely viewers. A thank you to those who watched us live on Twitch. And to those of you who are watching on YouTube, a reminder that you can find us here every Wednesday on Twitch at 8 PM UTC, just converted to your time zone. You can find the link in the description. And all other relevant links to this game. And with all of that said, I wish you all a good rest of your week. I hope it treats you well. Adieu.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.